Hi everyone, Janet Boyer here. Wow, it's been a while, huh? I have been busy working on a dinosaur journal and I am finally finished, just finished it, and I was so excited to share it with you guys. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Janet and I post mostly artsy, craftsy, creativity type of stuff, including homemade jewelry once in a while, junk journals, paper crafting, books on collage, books on creativity or art, art supplies, art hauls, and things like that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, take a second and go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I upload new videos, which will come more often now that I'm done with this behemoth. Yeah, I've been working on this thing for a few weeks now, and I kind of was slow because it's been so hot here in Pennsylvania. It's like, sweltering, and I just don't do very well. Oh, and by the way, welcome back, friends who are already subscribed. How ignorant of me. It's good to see you, and I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling creative and crafty and peaceful. So let's just go ahead and get started. I haven't counted the pages yet, but definitely over 100, I'm thinking. So I'll just go ahead and show it to you. I put some, because I'm a jewelry maker, I have tons of beads. And I forgot I had these. I have these cool naturally, they're natural stones. They're semi-precious. I can't remember what they're called. So I think there's some form of jasper, but I thought, oh, that would be cool to accent a dinosaur journal, something that is natural. And check out this cool holographic dinosaur in the front, right? That came as part of Cora Korea Crafts' June vintage box. It was prehistory, so some of the stuff in here is from that box. A lot of homemade tags. My husband even did a hand-drawn dinosaur bookmark for me. So this thing is full of pockets, tags, journaling cards, and homemade touches. Made some homemade stickers out of the stamps that came in the kit. And here we go. Pockets. Made this homemade tag. I used some grit paste to make it look like it's a dinosaur dig. And some of these are holographic, which obviously is anachronistic, but hey, you know. And I even put some lines with archival pen on there so you could write on it. It's not neat. I like that texture. I thought that would add a cool touch. And I'll take you through page by page, lots of different elements. Oh my God, hand distressing on pretty much every page. Details such as washi tape that matches. So yeah. If you want to know where I got some of these printouts from Etsy, check out my last video where I unboxed Cora Korea Crafts' June Dinosaur prehistory box, but I also talked about the shop that I got some of these dinosaur pages from, because I can't remember off the top of my head, sorry. This came in the Cora Korea box, but I added some of that new, oh, what's that called? The new Tim Holtz Spritz. And I got about like 5 or 6 bottles of those colors, and they're really interesting because I like the mica spray, so I thought I'd try the Spritz. They're a little bit different, but cool. I don't know if you could see some of the iridescence on there. So had an orangish tint, so I thought I would do the orange. And some mica stains on this, and I did a little spread by cutting things out and gluing, making a little bit of stickers. So what the cool thing is, I feel, about this journal is most of it's going to be like brown and green, but in the middle, I dedicated some of the journal to the underwater and oceanic fossils and dinosaurs, and so they're in blue. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll show that to you soon. Some of this is hand-dyed paper, and some of it had mica, so some of it's a little glittery. Yeah, even if the dinosaur journal can't resist a little bit of sparkle, right? And there's a lot of touches like stickers. Some more hand-dyed paper. I really love how this came out. It took me the longest time to make. Some journaling cards in the pocket. So many little touches. It's like I just couldn't stop. It's like, oh, this would be cool, and this would be cool. And today I finally like finished it and said, okay, I'm satisfied. You know how it is sometimes with your creative pursuits or junk journals. You know, you have to get to the point where you feel, okay, I'm satisfied. This is, oh my God, this is a bookmark my husband made last night. I asked him, I said, do you make a hand-drawn bookmark for my dinosaur journal? He said, okay. And the artist that he is, he could just sit and do things. I said, do something simple, but of course he can't do something just simple. And he cut out part of it because he says, oh, can I cut out some of these? And I'm like, oh, I wasn't sure at first. I'm like, okay. And of course he has to include the meteor that like wiped them all out. Not very nice, Ron. And he even signed it. Yeah, my artist husband. So that will come with this journal. I'll be listing this for sale at our Shea Boyer Etsy shop, CheezeBoyer.etsy.com, SheaBoyer.etsy.com. Later today, but I just could not hold this in. I just had to show you. And I did some of it in orange because it reminded me of like volcanoes. And I think some fossils, if I'm not mistaken, are preserved in volcanic rock. I'm not sure about that. And there's stickers and more hand-painted pages. Hand-dyed. Pockets galore. This could be a bookmark or a journaling tag. It's kind of like a cool vellum. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. This was so fun to work on. It's like my whole dining room table was like Dinosaur. Dinotopia for like weeks. And as always include a tricked out paper bag in all of my journals. And this one has some mica stains and decorations. Put some journaling cards in there. More stickers. Here we go. This is where we get to the marine reptile, which is arguably my favorite part of the whole journal. I had some, what inspired me is I had some blue dyed paper that I had, oh my gosh, I made it maybe 2 years ago, and it's been on the shelf because I don't create with blue very often. And I was like, oh, and then I saw some of these marine elements and the marine reptiles in Cora Creative Crafts history box. I'm like, oh my gosh. And some of this is from her digital club. She has a new digital monthly club that supplements her box. And you can get those by themselves. You don't necessarily have to have the box. But some of those are from that. And I was like, oh, that would go with the blue. And I made a spread because sometimes you just want to look at things. So I made this out of this cool watery tape that she sells in her shop at CoraCreaCrafts.com. Some of this is from the prehistory. Love how it came out. Used some mica, and I also used the spritz. I like how the mica came out better on this because you can actually see the light blue. When I did the spritz, it came out like a gray. And yeah, if you angle it, you do see the iridescence aspect. But I actually like the mica in the blue better than the spritz. So, I don't know. Anyway, this looks like water, I thought, and sky. So, yeah, with a marine. And some of the marine and waterfowl shells. And then this is the middle. As you can see, there's quite a lot of paper for writing things. They're not just tricked out with, you know, pictures and pockets and stuff. There's a lot of writing space. Here's another pocket for the marine element. Journaling card or bookmark. I made this bookmark today using that tape. And then I used the Supersaurus stamp in that beautiful blue. So yeah, quite a few pockets in here and journaling cards and places to write. Put some pictures if you're into that. I always glue part of the bag to make a little tuck spot. More journaling cards. And tons of little touches, like dinosaur footprints and different dinosaurs. And this is like a coin envelope, but I made it into a double pocket, and so I made another bookmark. So that goes in there. And this was some of the tape that came in the prehistory box. It was so cool. And then this is a tag I made with some mica stain. I don't know if you see all the glitter. Yeah, so if you like dinosaurs, you would love this journal, I think. And I put some burlap on the bigger tags and some information about dinosaurs. And there's some section on pterosaurs, the flying ones, like pterodactyls. I always put an envelope also in my journals. So as you can see, I don't mass make journals. They're art pieces that take me forever and ever. And I put another journaling card in there. All like fossils or prehistory, paleontology related. This is cool because it's like an encyclopedia page that has like different pictures and things of different dinosaurs. What's that? Okay, yeah, and then I tricked out this page. Last night I decided to make another aquatic page, even though it's not on the blue. I thought, I just love working with blues, especially after working with a lot of greens and browns. What's your favorite color that you're working with lately? Let me know in the comments section. Another pocket. Dinosaurs. Diplodocus. Carnegie Museum in Pittsburgh, which is about an hour away, its mascot is called Dippy, and it's Diplodocus carnegie, except instead of spelled Carnegie IE, it's II. It was named because Andrew Carnegie, the philanthropist from Pittsburgh who funded a lot of cool cultural stuff in Pittsburgh, funded the expedition that uncovered the Diplodocus big fossil that is on display at Carnegie History Museum. So if you're ever in Pittsburgh, you must go visit Carnegie History Museum, Art and History Museum. This is also part of the tape that came in the box. It's so cool because you could cut it and use it, individual pieces, or you can use it a whole roll. Well, not a roll, but a section. You know what I mean. More hand-dyed paper. I love how they come out. Holographic. Yeah, see how I cut just part of the tape out? In some spots you might have spotted. I cut just like a piece. It almost looks like a stamp. Cut other parts out. And here we are at the end. And yet another tag I made. Oops, some ephemera. This has, I think this is not mica. I think this is the new Tim Holtz Spritz in green. I think it's citron. And so I made another big tag, but I thought I'd make it in black. And I lined it in some green, like those moon gel pens. So if you have those kind of pens, you can also write one there. So this took me a long time to make, all these little details. And this is the back. I used 3 swaths of that tape to make the back. And these were stickers, and I put them on. I found a cool tip from actually Coralie. She put it on her Instagram. I noticed that she had done some dinosaur stamps, but the background were this like beige. And I was like, how did you do that? Here, you can get these sheets of paper. I don't have them with me. If I'd have thought I'd talk about them, I would have brought them with me. But you can get them on Amazon. It's like craft paper that's sticker. So you can make stamps, and then you cut them out and you make your own stickers. I'm like, all this time, I had no idea. So I made they almost look like little Oh, what are those called? Not samples. Specimens. They almost look like little specimen thingies. So, and I use those for like these. I put them on the background to make them like specimen type things. And I think, yeah, did some on the front like that too. Made little like specimen stickers. And yeah, these same way. Oh my gosh. I love how this came out. I'm really grateful that Cora Lee from Cora Create Crafts, you know, does some really cool boxes, because I would have never thought to do a dinosaur journal until she did that, but it was so inspiring. And shout out to my son who helps me out with the stitching. So this is a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and I take an old Writer's Digest listing guide or something, and it's this thick, and I open it in the middle and I take an awl and I do the 5 holes. I do one towards the top, one towards the bottom, and then one in the middle, and then, you know, I kind of eyeballed. I don't measure anything. My son's like, why don't you measure anything? And it's like, I don't know, it's just against my religion. No. I just don't like rulers and numbers, but somehow they end up turning out. So a big thanks to him for doing the 5-hole pamphlet stitch for me. And see how one of those, cut them out and then make it almost look like a stamp. She probably has those in her shop now, I'm not sure. So I hope you feel inspired and you enjoyed this flip through of my brand new dinosaur journal. Like I said, I'm going to have this in the shop. If not tonight, then tomorrow. I'm starting to run out of daylight for some good light. So yeah, if not tonight, then it'll be tomorrow, Sunday. And I hope you're feeling inspired, and let me know what you liked most about the journal. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. I mean, I really like hubby's, you know, when we bookmarked it and he wanted to put the holes in there to make it like, you know, 3D. And I'm like, yeah, nobody's ever really done that with bookmarks, I don't think. Go ahead. At first I wasn't sure, and he's like, oh, come on. I'm like, okay. I'm just so proud and excited about this. It's just so cool, if I do say so myself. Hey, if you can't like your own art, you know, what's the point, right? It's got to be fun. It's got to be fun, guys. So I hope you're finding some fun art. Let me know in the comments what kind of art you're doing and what you find fun. Any new art supplies that you find is fun, or project you're working on. I'd love to hear about it. Well, I hope you have a great day. I will see you next time. I promise I'll be posting more often. Now that I've got some really cool momentum after I finish this, I'm actually thinking about doing some jewelry. I have not made jewelry in months. And as I was looking through some of my more natural stones like jasper and things like that, I was like, oh man, I should get back to making jewelry. By the way, I have T-Rex bracelets in our Etsy shop, and they're really cool. There's these silver T-Rex charms, and the beads are almost like these matte iridescent green Swarovski crystal pearls. Say that like 10 times fast. So you can always look those up in the Shea Boyer Etsy shop too. Shea Boyer, CHEZBOYER.etsy.com. If you are into that, you might like those too, if you like dinosaurs. Well, thanks again. And remember, if you're not subscribed, take a second and do that for me. And leave a comment. Let me know you're watching and what you're up to. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye for now.